Welcome, traveler, to the realm of dream skins. You won't believe your luck, but it's true. A cascade of adventures awaits just for you. Are you ready? Quickly, our cases pursue. Welcome to Skin Club, a place that is not just a case-opening platform with skins, but a real community of CS2 players. Open cases for your favorite game. Free openings are waiting for you every day. If the desired skin fell out, put it in your inventory. Do not fall out. Upgrade it to your desires. Can't pick a case? Get into battles, compete with other players, and decide the outcome right here and right now. Do you think that nothing can surprise you? Then every month, exclusive events with different themes are waiting for you. Earn event points and get access to exclusive cases. Let cases carry your cares away to Skin Club, where your inventory calls to play.
And Tania in another clutch. That's not the guy you want in the clutch here for Team Spirit. He's looking uncomfortable. He was meant to be the hard-headed entry, keen to run in first, be alongside Dong, taking over a lot of these entry duties on the T side at times. But looking very uncomfortable in these 1vx's is Tania. He was the hole yesterday in Team Spirit's bucket on that CT side. So you do not want that continuing here in this semi-final, as Falcons pounce and win more and more difficult rounds.
Cái gần như mọi khi không mạng à? Cái đơn gần cứ làm một mỗi round là có khi lại hay.
Spirit finally broke. Triple B on the anti-eco. Again, Falcons lean away from the middle of the map. At what point will Spirit really start to abuse that position? As the desk was setting up, so many uncertainties on this map for Falcons, mainly because only saw Carrigan pull it through here at the Major, didn't touch it at Astana. 3 wins in a row, tight wins, but wins nonetheless for the Falcons here at Cologne. Make that 2 rather, Na'Vi and Vitality both going into overtime.
Tie set on this B play, but that's where the stack is for the Falcons. 1 step ahead. This is a mowdown.
Cái đi gần rất chết mà.
Not an inch of ground gained for Team Spirit. So a commanding lead building up at the start of this semi-final. Breakthrough round coming off the hero guns. That's where the fortunes have changed a bit for the Falcons. Able to respond even on the back of that Magic's mid-flank. Now in control over the money. They've got Spirit in a vulnerable position, trying to collect as much as they can on this CT half before the swap.
It's looking very calm right now for Falcons. This is one of the more aggressive moves we've seen. Nikao pushed up close in the middle. He's got supportive orb. Honestly, never far away. Kyosuke really all eyes on him on this B side, because side by side with Carrigan, who, yes, has added a lot of the intangibles for Falcons, but we've still seen the struggles as an individual, especially on his CT side, holding positions. That Molly falls just shallow. Spirit avoid the extra damage. Magic's already down low. Zontic's got to be careful.
That nade has not deterred Nikao from playing
Nghe
this
tiếng hấp
aggressive
rồi,
stance out towards mid. Available for a quick drop down should they need him.
That Molly miss is huge.
Kyosuke will get flushed out of there at least. It's going to give over this control. Dark taken by Team Spirit. Eyes set on the B play again. Been the real object of their desire to start this semi. 3 strong for the Falcons. They're in position. They're ready for this. Smoke's obscure. Spirit get to play behind them, hoping that Chance can connect. Donk doesn't need to leave it to Chance. One rattling through. Carrigan's play through the smokes gets denied. Nikao, he's done a lot of damage. He finishes off Donk in that head-to-head. And Monacy and Tess says, do they still feel interested in this? They lose Monacy on that check. Nikao swung, Spirit bite back.
Falcons are everything they have at Donk there. He is down to 7 health as he gets that first kill over the smoke onto Kyosuke, no less. Shiro triple in that post spot, hunts down Monacy, hearing him jump out in tempo.
Mẹ nó quay nó vẩy phát
Even
là
takes
một.
that AWP, so now we have Shiro armed and even more dangerous here in this playoff game. Need big things from Shiro today. Des talked about his struggles on stages at times. But drop off or not, him and Donk are undeniable. Still reassuring signs from Donk to kick off this game. No reason to call the alarm.
I mean, this kind of stressful position that the Falcons have put Spirit in could dissipate very, very quickly with another well-placed rifle round. Suddenly, you're back on top in this T side. You'll be able to streak some rounds together, make something of it after all. It does very much hinge on winning this one.
Yeah, make no mistake, Falcons half is already done. They've already locked in enough. This is all just bonus play at this point on CT side Anubis. You don't want to lose that momentum going into a pistol round. Spirit again, slow and steady in A main. Shiro holds, looking for Monacy, who has been in a new position every time on this AWP.
And they've been running the triple B for a little while. Not uncommon to see you make a bit of a play for info, but that doesn't look to be the case. Instead, Carrigan leaves on rotation. Goes back to pick up middle. That means this two-man hold isn't getting any support anytime soon. Luck being thrown in from Tania right as Falcons trying to aggress through main. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Carrigan with a very awkward fight out towards middle, and Tessez getting sandwiched there on either side of him. Players out towards main. It's Shiro closing in on that orb.
Còn nó quay main nó thì mẹ đúng thằng lùn đi, thằng lùn Siro ấy, lúc lùn nó lâu vãi lùn.
And even though Falcons are moving over, their money on the line here. They know going for this and coming up short gives Spirit a way back into the half.
And that resmoke just denies it. Chỗ nào ấm thì nó ngồi mà.
Chỗ nào ấm thì ngồi.
Sau lưng ấm lắm. They're not going for this round, so Spirit with a bit of extra util, it goes a long way in ensuring this round and sending Falcons on their merry way out. This is already looking like an exciting head-to-head in middle between Carrigan and Magix. Definitely an ugly fight for Carrigan, but gets there at the right time. That's Magix who continues to exploit this gap of middle. No one really playing it late in these gun rounds. So he's able to walk right through on this A split. The machine of Team Spirit chugging along on this T side, getting the job done.
A bit more early aggression. Feeling like maybe they've been a little too blind in some of these rounds that have gone by. They were scared out of going for this early on, what with Spirit just holding this default, ready to punish any aggressive move.
Luân chuyển đi mẹ mình Kyosuke ra rồi.
They've gone waiting. Well, they've gone into the waiting Spirit forces. This time it's a far bigger grouping out towards middle. Maybe trying to catch Magix on some of these mid lurks. But they hear space getting taken away out towards main. B is an uncertainty right now for the Falcons. They've got no idea what's going on that half of the map. They're really only prepared for this mid fight. Bit of an A-side lean. So as the bomb links up with Magic's, it is going in to the Falcons, but they're moving away. Maybe the worst possible time on this. Tessez with the spot. Odyssey's Orb's already gone. A mid now taken. Where does Spirit want to end this? They've got Zontix floating around main, but it feels like they're going to walk this bomb through Temple. And we'll put them within earshot of this Monacy Orb.
Maybe you're thinking it's just Magic, so you're not ready for the whole squad right now walking in through this B flank. Monacy takes space. He knows someone's coming in at least, so Falcons try and clear out more of the map. They realize that nothing's down in water. Does that save them? Does that help them? It doesn't look likely. Carrigan picks up the big green, but Spirita, they can run him down. Util flies in the face of Carrigan, and he's already thinking about that save because his team are ready to get cut off. Shiro missed shot and charging him down. Might need some help here. This is a double orb here for Falcons. Something for later, maybe. As Spirit take the round, Falcons
Nikao
with loot.
Úp cao.
Cho nó hai ốp cũng dễ hơi luôn.
Realization was there for Falcons. It just dawns upon them too late.
Cái góc nhảy à? Wow.
So perfect call from Magix. We were waiting to see if mid would be exploited. This is the perfect round for it.
Yeah, this is a real game of cat and mouse right now between these two squads. Everyone trying to find these timings. And right now it's Spirit coming up with them. Magic seemingly securing every gap for Team Spirit. And now you got this double orb to work with. Wasn't really in the repertoire, wasn't really what you were looking for, but gifted an AWP from Shiro. Falcons decide to play with it. Carrigan picks up that second orb.
Yeah, it should be on the B side here. Honestly, he's going to
Gần vẫn bắn úp 2 luôn.
I just set up a main.
Ô, đi mẹ mình đi cao ra mid con nửa màu. Đường vãi lờ.
No, the Falcons want to probe this part of the map now and keep some presence there. And so Spirit might just go for something called out of spawn. It's looking like they're surrounding this B bomb site for a hit.
That's quick from Carrigan. Kyosuke here to help him out. And he's now scoped up, ready for a swing out through dark. Gets the spot at least. Actually goes back.
Ghê luôn. Ôi chứ mà what? Chê. Út thì mẹ thôi. Đòn cũng khó.
Will the Carrigan all be able to stop? Donk's on his way to something. That Monacy Molotov. It takes fire. It's fire. Stops Don cold in the clutch.
Oh my goodness, a 1v5
mẹ nó bắn
coming
quả
out
ba
of
cũng
nowhere.
ghê vãi
Don
luôn.
with a beautiful spray, and of course it's Util to stop him because you can't outshoot this guy. Don nearly doing something dastardly in this B-bomb site, but it's the Carrigan second orb that keeps Falcons above
Sấy
the
ghê
water.
vãi luôn, nó sấy kìa.
The Monacy influence
Sấy
has
vãi
been watching him a
luôn.
lot. That was quick.
Yeah.
That is not what you expected from the Carrigan secondary orb.
Oh,
And now he's feeling it a little. Pushed all the way through main. Had Kyosuke
Ôi
in
dồi
behind him.
ôi,
Trying to go
hai
for
chú
that
cháu.
pressure again, but
Hai
once
chú cháu
again,
rủ
it's
nhau đi ăn
handed away
cứt.
these openings.
Spirit have done that setup a couple times. They didn't
Lại
land
6
that
đều,
move. They know
lại
the
con số
Falcons
6
have
đều.
tricks up their sleeve here on CT Anubis, and so a double B push shut down by Spirit, and the round just falls into their lap. The job now is to just not drop it. And while Falcons could make a full gamble, hedge their bets, they are still uncertain to do
Chạy
so.
ra mất liên tục ấy.
Nico hangs around in his position.
Kyosuke swing.
Honestly ready to react. Tessez wants to play his nade, so he gives up a main.
Chả có liên quan mà.
Timing miss from Monacy. Tanir on the edge of the scope, but the time is good. Hits that shot. Now they hear the Util come in. They know where Spirit are going.
Monacy's going to get here in time through that Util. Tessez buys you a couple more seconds.
Hay thế, thì xem tắt được. Ôi, trượt quả.
Nelbow can't quite find it. Still, this 5v3
Ui vẫn hay này. Ui, kéo hay lắm.
Takes on Tix and Shiro to
Đó
try
đi,
and
nói xì bắn trượt 2 quả thì tệ vô duyên quá.
And all the way through till Nico falls. Spirit
6 đều. Đẹp mà.
Đẹp, Monacy bắn quả vô duyên quá. Bắn 2 quả.
We are split right down the half to start things off.
Địt mẹ mày xem đông cầy với cả Kyosuke bắn nhau ở núi ấy. Tí nữa xem đông cầy ở Kyosuke quật nhau ở nối.
It's all on the line here in the Lanxess. Two teams vying for Championship Sunday, a best of 5 and a major trophy here on Counter-Strike's biggest and best stage. It's Team Spirits looking to defend their title here in Cologne, or Falcons looking to win as finally promised as Karrigan joins this roster. You think the hard part is done. They took down Team Vitality yesterday. But Spirit say to themselves, we're just getting started. This one's heating up, slow and steady. Anubis first map, Falcons pick in their pocket, but Spirit are here, halfway.
Yeah, Spirit, we're down to try and foil some of the Falcons' antics with slow, grueling rounds. Well, Falcons inject a bit more chaos into this T side. Giro, he's certainly making an aggressive move. As the rest of Team Spirit to open up with his pistol. But it feels like that drop down was heard. Falcons don't commit anyone out through the rugs yet. Now they get this spot. They see multiple players down here in the water.
Ủa, Siro nhảy múa.
Lost trades back and forth.
Ủa,
Magic turns the tide. Ooh. Doesn't need to hang around. He's got teammates nearby to try and cover this. It's Kyosuke and it's Nikao. The new and the old. Side by side.
Anh già Nico phải so Faulen phải so sánh với Karigan, ai so sánh với Nico.
As this pistol still hangs in the balance.
Ontix is meant to be ice cold in these positions. We've seen Tania struggle in them. And Falcons might test the sole player on this A-bomb site. Bit of patience first. Spirit start to make a move, and it couldn't be better timed. Look at Magic's go. Falcons are walking in, but they don't know that door is closing behind them. Zontix, any step heard is only going to speed up his captain's move. He plays full retake on this site.
Yeah, trying to lend as much time to Magic's as they can. I know he's got the element of surprise right now. Bomb even planted open. Magic's could try and swing out to deny this, but they get into these post plants. Kyosuke with the spot. And so this big element of surprise move that Spirit were waiting for has now been rumbled. Next two to play. Zontix and Tania side by side out through the camera.
Ôi, tôi xong rồi, thằng cuối tuốt rồi. Cuối tuốt.
Magic's 1v2 and it's not gonna happen. Kyosuke delivers big in the pistol.
Kyosuke thế giới.
Massive round here for the Falcons, both pistols in their pocket.
Anh không đánh giá cao thằng Magic Code nữa, nó vẫn cái đéo
calmly done by the capable Kyosuke. Nico walks around the world with him. Falcons swim ahead with the lead again. Full eco again for Team Spirit. Falcons are just redeeming these freebie rounds. And that was chaos. That was the Karrigan call. Come through that stair smoke. Everybody jumping down rugs after seeing Spirit take control. Falcons not afraid. Team playing with bravado. And with the confidence of a squad that just beat the world's best.
Siro lại thì Zontix. Hứa.
Karrigan's just a probe here, trying to figure out if this site is truly clear. Bomb can come in, or it can rotate out, depending on how hard Spirit rotate to this position. They've still kept Magic's on the other side of the map, but Karrigan's calling. He has so much room. He is up in heaven, and he has a
đến lúc Karrigan được farm rồi. Những cái round này là Karrigan phải cải thiện. Vãi lìn luôn.
Donk Deagle patrols up here towards heaven. But he's got 4 rifles ready to try and deal with him as soon as he plays his hand. Honestly, up close gets spotted. Donk can't get his bearings on that Deagle, and with Magic's dead, no issues there for the Falcons. It's a clean conversion and a lead locked in.
Yeah, I'm not looking scared in the slightest, but does that change hitting full right
Lại gái.
now for Spirits?
Thì lại cay quá Lim.
Khó khăn mà.
We'll have to wait.
Địt mà.
Team Spirit, a couple of cold players, a couple of slow starts. Donk and Shiro punctuating the scoreboard. But otherwise, still waiting for more.
Support here, not alone as he tries to hold down middle. Magic's nearby, and that nade keeps the advantage belonging to Spirit.
Thôi lại Nico. Thôi Nico ơi. Thôi. Thôi.
Ground smoke slows
Thôi.
his roll.
Thôi mà.
Shiro hiding out towards the fountain, gets here very, very quickly, and not spotted by the Falcons as he plays out. That catches them by surprise. Guns come through for Spirit,
Kịch
and
bản này rất quen thuộc.
a key round to try and turn the tide.
A lot of decisions made very quickly, but they perfectly hit the Spirit, smoking that Molotov from Nico. They pull back. They're able to recommit. Zontix does a great bait for his teammate, costs him his life. But on the pillar, easy trade for Team Spirit, puts them in the advantage. And Magic just keeps pushing the bow tie. He keeps flanking. He keeps poking Falcons. Causing a lot of nuisance here is the captain of Team Spirit. As the Falcons bank empties out, it's Karrigan Glock armor, Nico with the only AK.
AK vô Nico à? Cùng đây.
While Furia waiting that final, it always felt like the quarters, the semis, this side of the bracket were going to be the hardest challenge for the team that makes it all the way.
Rồi xong nó cứ lấy B-main rồi.
It's hard to avoid the elephant in the room that Nico is eyeing up that major trophy. And what a difficult one it would be. Vitality, Spirit, Furia, Counter-Strike's Elite. Can anyone on Spirit stop this play?
Magic's not a bad way to get the ball rolling. Monesi responds with two of his own.
Vẫn
And so
còn
quickly this triple stack is
Sari.
reduced just down to Shiro. They'll hold the line for a moment, or maybe more than a moment. Shiro gets it done.
sorry.
Magic's arriving just as he's supposed to. And that force for the Falcons doesn't leave much of a mark.
Oh, doesn't it just feel like Magic has the perfect read of the game at this point? He has just pushed B main in the silence at a minute mark and walks right behind the Falcons. Not only does that tell you it's going to be an A play, he gets a free kill in middle. His whole team are fast rotating, and Shiro's rifles have been very commendable across these couple of playoff games. He's had some big moments on AKs and M4s. He did the same yesterday with an ace against G2. Massive moment from Shiro. Magic's not getting scared yet. He drops into the water. Spirits start to take space back.
And you can imagine it's a very jarring tonal switch here between these halves. Spirit went from being super passive on their T side to now really aggressive across this CT half. And it's Magic's acting as the tip of the spear. This is a rookie captain, been in the squad for a long time, sure. Re-added, given that captaincy post his removal. And he's called some fantastic rounds across this major run. But to do it now versus Karrigan, I mean, that would just be groundbreaking, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's not the guy you're meant to outcall here, especially with the pieces in play for the Falcons. Magic's at times has even said he didn't feel like he had the trust of that 90 game that put Spirit in the playoffs. More overtimes, more madness, and more doubt lingering for Spirit, but how can you doubt him now? time and time again, got them through the overtimes against G2, called them back out of a 12-9 map. Magic still has to hold his own as an individual, but as the players walk through the smoke, those kills are on a plate. Magic's and Dong combine for a double, and Falcon's round goes out the window.
Kinh nhờ. Mẹ nãy giờ mà bắt bài chuẩn vãi luôn.
Had to take it though.
Through that con smoke. And the longer he takes, Magic's now gun on. It gets his head ripped off.
Donk's in trouble, he's low.
It's m0NESY here alongside him. Him and Nikao ready to play out at a moment's notice. Goes in now looking for Tania. Oh, I'll find him, and he gets to swing out for a couple of freebies now as m0NESY left in the clutch. Surely not. 5 points of health. You'd look at this and say it's impossible. Bomb dropped over at main. He might just have to win this with these gunfights. Smoke down instead. m0NESY tries to turn this into a long, drawn-out round. But at 5 points of health, 1 smoke spam. Any point of damage, that's m0NESY's round over. And a lead building for Team Spirit. What's the read? What's the angle? Where does he think Zontix and Shiro have gotten to?
Coming back. If he's caught in the open, this one's done.
Needs to be clinical.
Ui, thông minh kìa.
Nearly misses that timing, but just about skirts away in the dark. Still, they're out through the temple. They're in the bomb site now. Net tightens around m0NESY. A shot away from certain death. As the spot, and on that swing, gives it up.
There's just so much respect in this server. Every single player must be feared, must be careful. Spirit do that so
Không nghĩ nhiều đâu, bắn quá chắc luôn đấy, có gì mà nghĩ nhiều. Nó chỉ cần hai thằng swing đổi nó clear hết tất cả các vị trí là đẹp thôi.
This one's getting scary now for Falcons. A key gun round shut out by a little pocket play, pushing through that B main smoke, puts Spirit in the 5v3, and they convert despite m0NESY's best efforts. And so 4 rounds in a row since Spirit found guns on this CT side of Anubis. This was meant to be the magic for Falcons, coming through with this punish pick. A map that Donk himself has said he doesn't like. He's called it random. Right now, Spirit, slow and steady, are just 3 rounds away from stealing it away. Pistols now for Falcons.
Căng đấy. Lên 11 rồi đây này.
Explosive rounds in this game, or is it all cat and mouse?
Mẹ lại tuốt Nico. Cứ thích địt mẹ mày lao đầu vào bom thôi.
Mẹ vừa mới đi vệ sinh ra rồi biết giỡn rồi.
You know, you just got to leave this to your side here. Team Spirit playing very reserved here. Know they're only up against the pistols.
Tuxedo bắn căng vậy.
Again, going to attempt this boost in the mid round. There's no one here for m0NESY to find on this Deagle. Everywhere the Falcons have looked, Spirit have stayed out of their crosshairs. They've remained elusive. Is that about to change as Tania skirts out towards mid?
Just went for a clear and then leaves. And that puts him in the right place.
Mẹ về lại stack AB.
Khó chịu nhá. Another correct gamble, but that's one hell of an opening. Kyosuke's Deagle delivering one. Tania comes barreling through, trying to offer up assistance, but they've spotted him. They beeline right for him. Pick up on Magic's. Tania.
Ủa hay đấy. Cái lùn gì đấy. Bắt bài quả. Mẹ 3B mà múa của.
Provided by Kyosuke. Puts the Falcons back in a fighting position. Zontix and Shiro still looking interested. How committed can they really get to this? The odds so overwhelmingly against them as they brace for this retake. There's that swing and this decides
it. Everyone beats together. Clean round luôn mà. Cái round quá clean luôn. The fuck?
To try and stop this spiraling out of control.
And it's onto Donk as well. What a cracking
Đi
headshot
bàn
from
kêu pick quả
Kyosuke.
Donk
Open
mà
up
nổ
their
biết ai luôn.
side. These are the two top T-side performers of this stage. Kyosuke and Donk.
Con Vin đéo chịu được luôn đấy.
And Kyosuke constantly chasing him. On that round overtakes him. Falcons are still in this game, winning their eco. Cheeky. Donk ready to trade Magics if things go awry. That Molly traps Magics in position. Easy shot for Kyosuke, adjusts well. Blocks the door. Donk could not come through. Good deed. Unpunished. Falcons just sit back and relax. They shut the door again. Smoke down. You can't have this 4v4. You must sit in the disadvantage.
Về đập lô rồi. Này vẫn đánh B.
Spirit have been very commendable in these 4v5s.
Chạy về.
Changing their mind on the gamble.
This is nice. They've just recleared middle. They're going to go put their pieces in
Đập
the
lô liên
right
tục mà.
place.
Liên tục là những cú đập lô.
Still, you got to fight your way out this round.
Lôn như đi mà.
You come
Ôi,
up short, you're broke.
lại chuyển
Suddenly
ba
had
về
Falcons
về
back
ba.
the lead. The stack is in the right place. And this round worth so much. Donk only good for one. Tanier tries to make the round saving play through these
Khó, rất khó. Đây rồi. Nikao. Nico đốt. Nico Kovac rồi. Nico làm Kovac rồi. Trận này vì mẹ đúng là mẹ một cái não và bốn cái tay rồi, chứ không phải là ba rồi. Tuyệt vời đấy.
Kyosuke back-to-back openings to try and be the difference maker, and now a tie game.
And the wealth of talent is making the difference here for Falcons, right? In these moments, there's so many different players you can rely on. Nico comes out with 2 kills there. Monesi's had moments. Kyosuke we just saw. And somehow Tessus is still top of the board, sneaking up there.
Nicola Kovac.
With the exception of a couple of multi-kills from Donk and Shiro, it's been a team game. It's been Magic's calls. It's been strong positions. Shiro does hold his orb. That's something here for Team Spirit, but Falcons have leveled the playing field.
And your worry now is that they've done more than that, right? Shiro has this AWP. Money isn't really there on anyone else to put much into this round.
Đâu sao được bắn AK hiểu không?
Gonna be a couple of pistols at most.
Sống rồi cầm hổ 14 bắn nữa, chết đấy.
Не теряйте голову, 3 в 5 мы доиграем. Все, пацаны, круто. Продолжаем в том же темпе. Эмоции нас не поглощают. Это не наша карта, мы ебем их, пацаны.
Shiro trying to inspire. It's fight and talk. But can he walk the walk? He's the guy with the hero gun. He's the guy with the golden AWP. An aggressive line to try and start this round.
Do Falcons just walk in though? Should be primed by a flash.
Em vẫn đéo thích quả lửa W nhảy ném này thế nào nhá.
Patience on
Hay
this
fail.
side.
Hay fail với lại nó không có cháy.
Nó không cháy gần rồi, nó chỉ cháy gần thôi, nó cháy cửa. Nói chung là cái quả lửa không thể lan được hết, nó sẽ tùy tình huống thôi.
Không W thì nó clear được hết. Góc đó nhưng mà nó không cháy trong cửa.
Lại stack 3 này. Thôi về B rồi.
And trusting your numbers, that smoke will keep Spirit guessing.
Cardigan fake tốt.
Nice idea for Carrigan, right? If you're anticipating an A-Wood lean, if you're anticipating a stack out towards this side of the map, that draws all the attention over the way, seeing that smoke down in Temple. And so this has been a game where Magic's had a bunch of fantastic calls, but here we get to see a bit of brilliance for Carrigan. That one smoke just misdirecting everything for Team Spirit.
They had no intention of using middle. It's just so late in the round. Spirit have to make the gamble. They go, surely if they're blocking Temple, they're coming camera. But no one was entering middle there for Falcons. It was just a means to an end. An MTB bomb site. Team Spirit coming in to try and scramble some guns at the end of the round, look to inflict some damage.
Bị xoay. Cardigan có tình huống hay mà. Cardigan có tình huống hay. Lúc đầu thì bắt bài ngon đấy, nhưng mà thằng Magic thuần côn là địt mẹ mày đập lô ấy. Nhưng mà thì nó đập lô vẫn chuẩn mà, ý là thằng Magic nó đập lô chuẩn, team nó đéo bắn được, mấy anh em đéo bắn được. Đong chắc phải sang game 2 mới vào tay.
It really could. I mean, look at the money. It's already in a problematic spot, right? You got Kyosuke, Carrigan, both at 5+ grand. That's going to tick on up now. And as you get later into this game, the idea that your opponent becomes unbreakable, that is a terrifying feat.
They just really didn't have a lot of money. They felt like they needed that armor to buy up full in this round, right? We had 4 players with Kevlar. So Spirit, in order to get rifles and full nades, that is the decision they have to make. They're going to keep those SMGs, keep some for later. Shiro keeps his orb. But make no mistake, this is a must-win round for Team Spirit, or Falcons will pocket their map pick. I like that we also heard Shiro just talk in that timeout, you know, say, look, it's not our map pick, and acknowledgement that this one was never meant to be easy. You're relying on your home ground of Mirage and Dust 2 in the decider. But wouldn't it be nice just to make a game quick and easy for once? It's something Spirit haven't experienced here in Cologne. Not since that second stage. It has been a grind. Every game going the distance. Spirit really want this first engagement in middle. 2 SMGs are there. Falcons giving them nothing. So reblock comes in. Spirit reposition.
Lại tiếp tục đập lô à? Lại đập lô tiếp à? Mẹ Magic côn thuần đập lô mà.
Shiro with a very well-timed clear right as Nikao left that position. And now Donk starts to walk on through, hot on the heels of an A play with a backstab. See this util come down in mid. You know that Spirit are going to be a little uncertain. That's one hell of a catch for Nikao. Line up for Tanir. Zontics hopes he can save a bit of face here. That's a massive double. Will it be enough? Monacy comes flying in from nowhere and Nikao dead.
Mẹ quả smack hay quá.
Gì đấy?
Quả hay quá. Hai anh em trong bắt được thằng Dong mà.
More good than harm. They get a lot of damage on that connector. Tanir able to just spam them down, making them soft and easy for Zontic's body shots, and Magic's jumping the corner. Well, that's Magic's all over. Spirit survive. Said it a second ago, they're not going to break Falcons in this regulation. There will be back-to-back buys coming in. But that has kept Spirit in this first map.
Này, Spirit còn đéo cốt.
The evolution of the team in Spirit is clear.
Cốt thì bẩn, cốt thì visa, cốt thì bạn.
Không thích cứu à? Phải cướp.
You see the trust they have in each other in these moments, right? It's something that had to get forged on this grind of a run that you talk about. They do this all without a coach, without some veteran, long-standing, still behind the team with them. So you've got to learn to trust the guys sitting next to you.
Con số của Falcon à?
Like the idea of just walking down mid here for Falcons, right? It's been a chasm on both halves. No team has really played consistently towards the doors. That smoke comes in. Falcons do want to call its bluff. They are onto something. Nade will do damage, but Tanir just get peeked here in camera. He's got to give it up. I'm not sure if he got that spot.
Bò qua.
They're shuffling away. Falcons are getting closer. Good shot from Tanir. Keeps this round alive. He's got more in store. Double for Tanir before the trade, but that's bomb in middle and Monacy can't lose it.
He's doing what he so often does. The moment this info comes through, he instantly gets
aggressive.
And he's just going to play for the space. This is such a smart move from Magic.
Làm chơi bom rồi. Quả này cái chơi bom rồi.
Doesn't commit to the backstab. The longer he waits, they're going to No way!
It's a hell of a time to find your 6th kill. We are 23 rounds deep. Carrigan has just put them back into 3-on-3.
Nó lại côn về mid đấy.
Where does this end up? It's the question Spirit are asking themselves. They've gambled over towards B.
Lại gamble tiếp mà.
Leaving
Mẹ,
Zontics
thuần gamble.
alone.
Ui!
Should have been the catch for Monacy. That would have been an empty A bomb site, but now Zontics gets the full back, long this one out, try and play for the round.
Donk and Shiro nowhere to be seen, no moves being made. Monacy starts to peek, but Donk swings out the connector, finds the kill. 3v2, Zontics on his own.
Zontics địt mẹ khôn đấy.
Nico and Carrigan. The shock reunion trying to see through that 12th round for the Falcons. And they've got the full might of Team Spirit to go against. Carrigan, they're coming through right behind him. Going to get himself into a position now here towards heaven.
Nghe đoán được không vậy?
Nico waiting back there in main. He's not planted for him. So he's got to be pretty active here. Has to be involved as they look for this cross. Nico can't chain them together. And so it's handed off to Carrigan in this clutch. Oh, this would be a time to find his footing on this stage. So quiet, so slow, being shut down by Shiro. Nailed by reduce, but Spirit just got it. The man that hyped them up rounds ago. Shiro delivers in his clutch. And Spirit now with the chance to close.
Nhưng quả đấy Carrigan nhá thêm quả sai lầm quá, tại vì đi tại Nico thằng Siro nó mới vừa spam lại một tên mà.
Heavy favorite for that defending title. Carrigan did so much, but he even got Shiro off the bomb and re-swings in the 1v1. You'd think he wouldn't fall
Quả
for
hay
it.
rồi, hay vãi lìn rồi. Đây nó spam một tên lại còn swing ra phát nữa, trời ơi.
And Team Spirit take map point first.
Chắc căng thẳng quá, không nghĩ được thêm gì nữa rồi.
They have more money, they have another buy. Do they have an
Mất lý trí
overtime
rồi, bắn
in
theo
store?
bản năng thôi. Kiểu swing ra luôn ấy.
Can't ignore the difference Monacy could have made on that AWP if even one of those shots had connected. He's got one more chance to put that orb to work. This guy's meant to be your secret weapon.
I mean, Donk has been avoided in this game, right? Here he sits on this B side, surrounded by Falcons. That entry from Nico could change their tune. They start to pull back a bit. Carrigan checks mid, but Monacy still moves forward, looking for his pick. Donk waits, unwavered in his position. Falcons coming in.
Đây rồi. Đây rồi.
Ok à.
Vấn đề hôm nay Monacy đang vẩy lỗi nhiều á, bắn lỗi hơi nhiều á. Quả smoke xấu này. Quả smoke này hơi xấu này. Biết ngay mà.
And Tania coming to terms with it. Surely this is not his round. Falcons doing more than enough.
Này làm điệp mẹ 3 clutch mai đi cạo đầu luôn.
And after a string of misses from Monacy, boy does he rise to the occasion in round 24.
Falcons say you can't get rid of us that easy into overtime. They
Chính là map đầu Falcon bắt buộc phải ăn.
That was getting scary and hairy down the stretch, but into bonus play. And isn't it just where Carrigan does his best work? So let's see what Falcons can do.
Đúng rồi.
Starting off on the T side again, they keep the good times
Để
rolling.
thua là dở hơi đấy.
Ít ra mấy map khác bắn bài vỡ thì
Team Spirit get tested on an underplayed map. Donk throws himself into the water and they don't know where to look. Double-handed dink. Monacy still found two. How has he done that?
Gần lại đẩy mid
I
quả.
mean, he's so wounded.
Nhanh thế.
Let's go. Look at the room he's taken. And he's saying to Monacy, look, I'm going to hold the fort as long as I physically can. Bring that bomb over right now.
Nhưng mà bom có đi qua rồi không á. Bom yếu rồi.
Every step of the way, a shot away from certain death.
Nó về thì nó lóc rồi.
Anh nghĩ là nó đéo dám nấp sâu quá, nó đéo dám nấp sâu đâu. Đây là còn nguyên quả smoke
against them down here in the connector. Spam for Zontics would be huge.
Rồi.
Doesn't want to give away his position. Break on this smoke.
Thấy rồi.
He's always hungry to try and force a fight. So low. But that bomb's got to go down. They're expecting a reaction. There's no move yet for Spirit. With each second they waste, Tania closes in on this backstab. They don't know about him in main. He's got the full element of surprise. Zontics drawing so much attention, it falls down to Tesses now to try and save this.
Ủa?
Tania,
Hay quá.
that
Xịt hay quá, tí xịt hay. Rồi, tí xịt cứu ấy. Rồi, tí xịt cứu luôn đấy.
Lỗi cái không mình chết vào đấy.
Tanir gets there in time. Zontic swings out backside, giving away that kill. And Tess says, what a heroic play coming out through B main there. Talk about the difficulty of trying to be stable,
Đong đã bắn
to take
điên lắm.
risks.
Thật ra quả đấy Đong không phải bắn điên mà nó đỏ.
Just be a safe pair of hands.
Con mẹ mày quá
Towing
tát.
a very fine line.
Quả đấy là được bắn lần sau hai thằng thôi.
Finds the space,
Chứ
makes the
trận này
play,
là
and
thằng
wins the round for
Monesi
the
với
Falcons.
thằng T-Sit làm hết rồi. 2 round chúng nó làm hết
He
luôn.
is head held high, 22 kills alongside Monesi.
Tess has just been having a
Hello,
monster
Phan Thái
to race some of these games where he's just stood tall and delivered. It's the type of output you expect from a star.
Lẹ.
Maybe a bit of a pace change here for the Falcons. This one coming in quick.
Đơn giản
First time all
một
game.
ra rồi.
These have been very drawn out rounds, and so now in OT, a round to the
Quả
good,
rồi.
they feel like they can swap the pace up. Nico shooting ghosts.
Thôi. Anh Kovac ơi. Kovac ơi.
Just ease back into this
Em xin anh đấy.
5v5. Nico hoping to
Đây
make
rồi,
a move.
đây rồi. Đúng rồi, khôn đấy. Mẹ bắt đầu mẹ giống con người hơn rồi đấy Nico ơi.
On that spray.
Xử lý trông giống con người hơn rồi đấy.
Left to Shiro.
Michael
Lose your all.
Times are wasting. Money on the line. It's around. He feels like he can't attempt. A clutch play,
Thế rồi.
sure, but if you give that all
Thế
away,
mà
it's
lì
not
đấy.
coming back.
Cái tài quả đấy xử lý giống con người luôn đấy, nó thích được một là nó rụt
And
luôn.
Spirit are broke.
Well, that's a frustrating one. Shura knows he has to save that AWP. I can't believe he's going for it as well. That's the pressure of this moment in this overtime.
Anh biết là
They
anh
are
già
full
rồi.
broke for this last round. 2 MP9s, 3 M4s. Desperate
cái
times
khốn
now
thế thì
for Team Spirit as Falcons surge
cái
ahead.
Quái nào,
Bạn
quái
tính
nào.
qua
Spirit had
nay
their
cái
chance to
bắn
close
hay
this
luôn.
map.
Bắn hay mà, ý là pick đéo bắn vào mặt
But
nhiều nên
Falcons
là di
grabbing
chuyển nó
back
quái.
control.
Kiểu di chuyển toàn đưa mình vào những cái góc bắn mà mình có lợi hơn đối phương ấy.
And Monesi can
Dễ
remember
bắn.
his misses, but he's hit some spectacular
Xong rồi
shots
em
to
bỏ
save
móc
Falcons
rồi.
in these rounds.
Móc sau lưng nè. Hay luôn.
Magic's up close. We saw
Bây
MP9
giờ
triple
Cardigan
before. He's gonna have to do it again.
quay là đúng rồi.
Donk,
Team.
danger, caught by Monesi. Magic's can't save
Ôi,
you.
One more
boy.
man here is Shiro. But how much can he really resist this? They're all around him. This SMG put in a box. Rotate start to arrive. More hero plays might be required. Tanir gonna struggle for one back on this dark flank.
Lộ hai thằng rồi.
Falcons far from comfortable. This one doesn't even feel like
Hay thế, quả lát thế giới đấy.
these fights. That's what it comes down to. Nico.
Rồi quả lửa trả ra đẹp. Bom vẫn còn nguyên, bom được.
It's Nico and Monesi
Vãi lù.
2v2.
nhau. Anh em đi mẹ đổi góc luôn.
This was the
Tay
duo,
có
the
ba luôn.
signing that was supposed to elevate the Falcons. Ended up needing a bit more help. But these were the two that were meant to battle against
Thằng kia phải mít.
Rops and Zaiwu, Shiro and Donk. These big duos in the
Anh
top
em đi bon
squads.
ngược à.
Không, vẫn A. Nó lì đấy. Nó lì cho bọn kia đập lô.
And they have outmaneuvered Team Spirit.
Hay
They've got
chưa?
them doubting.
Hay
They've made
quá,
them
hay quá, hay
second-guess.
quá, hay quá.
Open bomb site, open bomb plant.
Phải bom rồi.
The
Hay.
Falcons with all the time in the world to get comfortable.
Penny drops there for Falcons. They have an entirely open bomb site. There is no kit in play for Spirit. They're going to have to find one.
Đưa đi một
They
đường
turn
à?
themselves around corners to get into this 2v2, but you have those star players of the Falcons in this late round situation. You wouldn't want anyone else. Nice shot from Monesi. Going to swap off to the rifle. Tanir playing very late on this flank. Nico holds it, the line, locks it down with a clinical headshot. Tanir,
Nghe tiếng
no
hấp rồi,
health,
nghe tiếng nước
no
rồi, nghe tiếng
time,
nước rồi, nghe tiếng
no
nước rồi.
chance. This is a flawless half in overtime from the
Hay,
Falcons.
hay. Kịch bản cậu mỡ. Hay quá. Xử lý quả. Hay vãi lìn luôn đấy. Anh em bay tham của hay thật.
The calm they feel in that 2v2 when you look up and see who's left to pull through for you.
And it has felt like that all game long, right? We've had some of the high-performing Falcons players in these late clutches. For Spirit, it's been Tanir, it's been Zontix, it's at times been Magix. You've obviously not had Donk in these clutches. You rarely do. But Spirit can't match that output here in overtime. Whoa, Nico. Guy's got moves.
3 opportunities to close on your map pick. Kerrigan bringing out a classic, the org.
Còn tích biết quả smoke đấy.
In their first of 3.
Bỏ vào trong luôn.
Had a quiet game, also had a couple of massive multi-kills. Not here to frag, here to lead, here to get Falcons to a final, here to lift a trophy. And round by round, that's feeling more realistic. Team Spirit just have to sit in it, needing a flawless half on this T side. It starts with an A attack.
Magic's late mid lurk gonna spring to life now. Monacy dead after 1. It's Donk keeping the advantage, belonging to Spirit. Hasn't been left alive in a lot of these late rounds. You said that earlier, but here, no trade on Donk. He will be a problem to deal with later in this retake. Magic still causing chaos. Finally dealt with, but it doesn't leave you in much of a fighting position. Flashes are good. Shiro conceals himself, tries to hide away, has no say in the matter, but this is where you've got to deal with Donk. As Tessa's up for the job, doesn't look like it. Donk on a tear.
Despicable time to kill for Donk. He doesn't even get a second to react. Nobody does. See ahead behind the sight. Yours is off. Donk a double on that entry and stops the clutch in its tracks. A much needed round win to keep Spirit in this. And a game lacking of timeouts, because it has been neck and neck the entire way. Sonic calls his troops back, takes a breather here in this overtime as Falcons look to not fumble their 3-round advantage.
There's been a real variety in this Spirit T side, but I think one of the main consistencies has been these Magic's mid lurks. They were game defining, it felt like, in that original T-side campaign. Even now, his double out towards mid, helping to turn the tide in that post plant, stopping Falcons from amassing the retake fast enough. Wonder if they want to try and stick someone on him.
Just so much space getting taken every single round, and you know, Falcons every now and then would throw a double mid setup, would go for a fight, would put some pressure, some presence, but Magic has never been caught by it.
Hey, look at Monacy, he's just out on an island here watching for any mid control. Early volley of util, trading that out with Team Spirit. This time, they don't leave mid open. They always have a player with eyes on it.
Yeah, Monacy has absolutely been the better AWPer in this match. Shiro has done more with rifles, I feel, than his AWP, and has definitely cooled off in these recent few rounds. Now would be a time to change that as he holds for the same. This mid fight with the AWP not being given away. Magix takes that space again. Pressure on this B bomb side. Keep Falcons flustered. They throw their util. Spirit get that con control. They're about to dart in.
Open up for Kyosuke. Why not making a double? One back for Tanier, but they're fighting a losing battle here as they go into the stack. Shiro has reclaimed 1 on the other side of the map.
Lại là Siro. Cái cảnh này thật quen thuộc.
You're gonna try and long this out. You
Bây giờ
realize
T-Seed phải sống này, T-Seed phải làm gì đó đấy. T-Seed clear máy amen đi, dễ chơi.
Cũng đúng.
So they try and change direction. Tania and Shiro. The last hopes to keep this game alive.
My goodness, he's gonna
Biết
get
ngay,
it!
à đâu, Monacy.
Stutter step, hits that shot, bomb's gonna go down.
Monacy clear amen cũng được mà. Khổ đấy, tự nhiên lại về lốc TA làm gì?
Don't tell me Shiro's going to do it all. They boost up 1 for the flank, but Carrigan's still going to come in through the water, so this should be a free shot for Shiro.
Đùa. Bún bộ bom.
No time.
Oh, they've misread it. They've completely misread it. They're in the open.
Oh my god, they don't know. Shiro hits the flank. Talk about a savior.
Ôi, Monacy chán đấy.
Team Spirit with a misunderstanding, and Shiro saves them again. We just said he was quiet in these last few rounds. Well, that is one hell of a way to make yourself known. 2 versus 4. Shiro finds every single frag.
Wow.
And the game-saving flick off the AWP keeps Spirit 1 round from another overtime. Falcons have nothing to show for it. They bring speed to this round. Nikao drops in quick.
This was how Donk opened their CT. Half in this OT. Aggression, Bashiro holding for it. Not looking to set a foot wrong, still riding the high. His big round in the one prior.
13 11 mới là
Didn't he leave an
của
ult for later?
Falcon với OT là của Spirit đấy.
Nhưng mà cái round kia là thắng rồi. Thì mẹ mấy ông Falcon này thi thoảng thì mẹ làm những cái pha nó loảng hoảng quá. Ở đây đéo cần phải về lốc lại cái mid đi. Thì mẹ mid con mẹ cái tham minh rồi.
A run back into another overtime. That's been Spirit's whole thing across these playoffs.
Đi ship bắn lục à.
Well, I think we're going to go A. There's a B stack right now for the Falcons.
B stack. Hỏng rồi.
I think they're changing their minds here. The walk back, eyeing up this A bomb site. Tessa's starting to feel the pressure as the mollies rain in. The full onslaught of util.
What?
One from his deagle.
Tí hay.
Can't find any more. And so bomb plant here, left to a retake, a man down. That's a crazy shot for Carrigan. Surely that kill isn't the one that gives you an edge. There's the backstab for Kyosuke. Zontic's clutch required. If Spirit want to complete this and they've got him trapped, they've got him boxed in. Zontic shut down.
Ủa, địt mẹ mày kia đây gần toàn anh em thấy không? Địt mẹ cái impact kill thì ít nhưng mà địt mẹ mày impact kill thì vãi lù. Thực sự luôn đấy. Frag thì không nhiều đâu nhưng mà mẹ impact frag toàn thú luôn, toàn mấy cái quả thì mẹ mày quyết định trận đấu luôn.